Today I'm joined by the one and only Cow from Kooptourage.
Hello there. Thanks for having me tonight in Europe and this afternoon.
Yeah, thanks for joining me. As I think we got a very interesting Division B match up on our hands.
Absolutely. This match could definitely go either way, though, in my opinion, could be potentially one-sided. Depends on how things would end up.
Yeah, let's hope both teams take it, make it a long one. I think it can be like one-sided, but on the other hand, I think both teams are ready to play and get themselves because I think both teams got Fallen Pride got a draw last week against Senate actually.
Yeah,
which is very interesting.
Actually, an impressive result because many people betted against them, myself included.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure, but if I recall correctly, last year they had a really close match as well because I think they played for the like a seating match, like after Senate was promoted, or like the Senate played a promotion match to get into Division B last year against Fallen Pride, but Fallen Pride just like got it, but it was like a really close match.
Yeah.
So there's a little bit of grudge between those two teams, which is always nice to have.
Yeah, I think it's a nice grudge match to always keep track of. And with Fallen Pride, they're pretty impressive results.
Yeah, like I have to say they surprise me every time. Like sometimes you think like, oh, they're just messing it up again, but other matches they're just outperforming themselves and like really playing well together and defeating teams who on paper look way more organized and way more experienced.
It goes to tell you that like you can't always just look at things face value. You always gotta like keep in mind certain factors behind this kind of stuff, and more than matches they could go either way and stuff. It all comes down to like a moment's notice.
Definitely. As for Mob, of course, like they've been around for a few years now.
Yeah, definitely. They've been around the block for a few years. I'd say like 2 to 3, and they've been pretty. They've made a pretty good impression. Like last 2 WNL editions, I have to say. Like they kind of got to shine themselves a little bit. I believe they fought against a team. I believe I could be wrong here. Was it Malta?
I'm quickly gonna check. Just to be sure.
I do remember that like Deacon streamed it.
Yeah, they played against Invictus Legion, and it was a close loss actually. It was 6-8. I don't really know all too many people from Invictus though. Oh, it's a Saxac team. I think they're a Polish
Invictus
team.
Has a all round decent roster. So Malta. So I mean, no, not Malta. MOB holding their own. It's quite an impressive result. They've always been through some. They've added a few additions. I believe now they have Slow and Flav added with Tarded.
Yeah.
So that's gonna boost their roster a bit.
I'm quickly gonna check some internet issues because I can't really see my own stream for some reason. So I'm quickly gonna see if I can check that.
That's unfortunate.
Let's see, I just didn't have my Ethernet cable in my laptop, so that might be a problem.
So, who do you think's gonna win this match potentially?
Oof, or difficult question.
So, yeah, I'm gonna throw it out right then and there.
Both of these teams played like really close matches previous week, so I don't know. Like,
well, why don't
I
we
hope
talk about
they
the
surprise us
next
and make it like
matches?
another draw or something. That's always
Yeah.
interesting to guess.
Can't wait to see all the bets flunk out this week.
Oh yeah.
Thank God.
I'm not betting
Let's
this year. I'm not. I'm like
playing.
can't stand it.
It's a terrible habit.
I know. But you can win some nice money though.
Yeah, gotta get those juicy dinars,
Yeah,
especially when Bannerlord's on the horizon.
of course. Next month, getting ready.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. Like I really hope they make it a close match and it's not gonna be as one-sided as it might happen. But I think they have the players to make to do the job. So it's up to them to get it.
For me, MLB looks kind of like they have the potential to bring it around over Fallen Pride, but as you said, it can go either way. It's like it's kind of hard to tell how this would play out. Though I feel like, let me look at the players on right now. I feel like MLFP might be able to pull this one out. If it's a close match, they might be able to win by a margin of like 3 or at least close run round. Don't know. Hard, very hard to decide.
Yeah, I think it's like I said, on paper it looks a very close match. Of course, it can always differ. But I'm really looking forward to this one, as I think we're almost getting underway since both teams are now. I think. Are we missing a player? Or let me quickly ask as well that they can give a stream remote.
I think I can do that myself.
Oh, you're
I'm gonna just test.
Oh, and thank you very much.
Yep.
Yeah, like if you have stream with yourself, like you can't give it. So, but since you don't have it, that's a nice thing to have. So it's gonna be FP.
I'm gonna be unfortunately commentating without it.
Yeah, but your skill will make up for it. So no worries.
Ah, yes, indeed.
So I'm quickly gonna select some banners. Let's see if I have their banner on here. I have Malta's banner on here. Well, we'll have to do it with a Face Clan banner, and let's give MOB a... What banner should we give them? A pink elephant. Perfect. Although white on white might be a bit... there we go. We'll give them another one so it's clear. Also interesting to maybe talk about what lineups do you expect from these teams on Rodok Serenets on Valoran, which is going to be the first map we're going to be playing.
I think on a close map, we're probably going to see on both sides, on both sets, standard 4-2-2 compositions, 4 infantries, 2 cavs, 2 archers. But looking at the FP roster right now, they look like they've got some more flex players, kind of in Strand. No, not Strand. I believe it's Classy. He can I think he can play both cav and infantry.
Yeah, that's it's always nice to have those flex players who can play multiple roles.
FP definitely have the flex players to keep it in the match.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I'm been thinking that they might pull off like some craziness. Like I think if any team is gonna pull some craziness, I think it would be FP. Like maybe bringing an extra crosswoman or anything.
The most crazy stuff I'll expect is MLB to just kind of like take this one in home. MLB, I feel like they're also similar, albeit they could maybe have to swap players in for open.
They definitely
maybe
have
they
some
might
some
need-
nice bench there.
Yeah.
If you look at it.
This is a hard match to decide on. This is really messing with my head right now.
It
I'm
is.
still trying to figure out how this is gonna work out.
I think that's the best matches. Like if you really don't know how they can go, and then
Yeah.
like either team might show up and show something you don't expect.
An interesting match to see how this goes. I am guessing by Tardet's name, he'll be recording his point of view of like this match.
Oh, okay.
He might be. I know he's done like a few recordings in Mercenaries of like the old clans and stuff. Not long, like 2 years ago and such.
Yeah, it's always interesting to get thoughts as well from teams.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be even more interesting to see the MOB side against this. So let's talk about their class departments, who's gonna play in them, how things are gonna shape out. Let's start with like perhaps the MOB cavalry in comparison to the FP one. What do you think?
I have actually no idea who plays who. I think Epic Pizza and Strand play that. On FP
I see
side
a
of
few
things.
names that I recognize that can play Cav or FP. It's in Classy, Epic Pizza, Strand, and I believe Saxio could also transition, so can Ursity. As I said before, these guys are all like flex players, so they're still missing one, so we'll have to see how this works. So with the flex players comes with like also the transition of deciding who's gonna play what, which is kind of like a sticky situation where you're gonna need to like kind of like play two classes. I don't know how they're gonna handle this.
Yeah, it's interesting to see. I think
they're experienced enough to figure this one out. So
yeah. Like once again, like I really can't tell what's gonna happen between these two teams.
Well, looking at the FP side, their Cav roster on closed and open is already looking very nicely in comparison to the MLB one. I feel like they have the slight edge over there. They do have Cav players in Slow, Pele, and Juke, though I'm not sure about their fourth. And I believe the match will start here.
I think so as well. As
you let's find out.
8 people on both sides.
Yep. I believe this is looking up to be live. Oh wait, they might be having some.
It's gonna
problems.
be a
Yeah. So they have Mom Shilo, who actually played for MOB from a while ago. So he's gonna be their infantry player. I think he's played around for MOB for a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Seems to be playing Env. Oh, Wardo's here as well. Hello, Wardo.
So it looks like the MOB archers, yep, they're gonna be set with Flav and Sigmar. Good start for their archer lineup.
Definitely, yeah. As we're going into the first set with MOB versus FP on Forlorn, with FP starting on the Rodok side of things. Also, which faction would you favor on this map?
Well, granted, this is a closed map, and I feel like it's gonna have to go to the Rodox because of the ability to stop Cav and stuff. I mean, they've got the pikes and stuff, but you also want to keep in mind archers, Serenade fire rate will shut them down. But the horses, vulnerable, yet maneuverable. There's always like a consequence and advantage thing between. I feel like this is going to be a bit interesting. Flag will spawn now in favor of MOB, and their spawn.
Oh, interesting. FP is gonna take from middle immediately, so they're gonna push the well.
Yeah, they're gonna try. They might be able to catch them out here.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Flatberg is a little bit late on the rotation, but he's gonna make it.
Unfortunately,
as his team is covering his back.
Yeah, they do have Expo in tower. He's gonna go middle, so he'll probably get a good crossfire setup.
Yeah.
MOB might be
also,
able to
Sigmar managed to get behind the stone wall, so that's also a really good position for him up there to have.
MOB is in a predicament here. Flav is looking to want to try and push the Expo shooting down the middle. Yeah. MOB is caught out
he got
here
a
in
shot.
a massive crossfire.
That's a kill there. Nice one
Flav.
from Flav.
Yeah, that's good.
That's
he
one
shut down
crossbowman
the
down.
FP crossfire.
Vest also getting shot down, I think by Sigmar, like already down to 78 HP. So
yeah, but you have to keep in mind MOB do have the advantage here. They have the flag and they've got the archers set up and stuff.
yeah,
see now
perfectly
FP,
crossfire now.
they're rotating now. They want to try and shut down their position, Flav's position, and they're gonna do so. The Cav comes in.
Oh, he managed to stay alive though.
He missed the kick though, but
that's
Strand finishes.
But Cav kill there onto Epic Pizza.
Yeah, currently back and forth right now, but Raven doing some pretty good work. He's definitely the carry him.
Yeah. As Mob seems to be clearing it out.
All over the place, but now MOB looking to want to try and close this. Yeah.
It's actually a good old
value. 3v6
at the moment.
It could be doable.
If you look at the HP on FP though, it's really low, and there goes the two like crossbowman and the ump, so it's only up to Strand, who's maybe gonna try and survive this. He can try and save it.
He's got 10 seconds around, so he might be able to. But then again, Caving with Rodok against Serenade now, that's gonna be tough. Real tough. 2 seconds.
He might get it too.
But still, he's got to wait for a few more seconds. So yeah, I feel like
close.
if only he just got to play it safe.
Yeah, I should have played it safe, but oh well.
LB did really. I have to say, like, props to Flav right there. He saw the Expo going down middle. He knew he was going to be a problem, especially with the positioning between the two teams. The middle area, especially, is crucial when it comes to like the positioning near like the wall area, and they were just having the Mexican standoff. He immediately killed him, which gave MOB the edge over like the position wise, and then they kind of just tried to shut down Flav. They did manage to kill him, but then MOB started like picking them off left and right.
Yeah, he just did so much work on himself. Like, it was dangerous though. Like, when he looked for that crossbowman through mid, he got shot by the other crossbowman, I think. So it was a risky play, but it ended up working.
It paid off. One of the now FP has the flag this time in market. Let's see how MOV try and push this. Don't know if they might try and send an archer around on the right. They might have an archer. Yeah, they have Flav always flanking. They have Flav flanking on the heading to the left of FP.
Yeah, looking there at the tower to get some
will
shots
have to want to push the. Yeah, they are getting really close. FP are going to definitely push here, and they will push on the right. Engagement's going to happen here.
Now it's going to be up to the Cav from Mob.
Yep.
Ooh, team kill though.
Team kill by Vesti. And now the MOB Cav coming in. Not really getting much done. The fight's all
like the infight is going up pretty even, except for that team kill.
Yeah. It's currently in favor of MOB.
Yeah, as they kill off Classy and another team kill.
But Raven bring it back.
But it's a 6v4 at the moment. HP low on Mob though, so everything's still possible.
Flav is killing him. Now he's going to be shooting at the Cav. The Cav are going to be hammered. Yeah, they got hammered completely.
Nice blocking from Vatamar, but it's not enough to
Walger
keep
with the
FP
double
in
kill right there.
That's a really nice work from Mob there. Unfortunate for that early team kill onto Hursty, as that was not really helping out FP there.
FP, they kind of just, their Cav hesitated a bit when they tried to push in. Like, Hursty, I know he called the push right there, but the FP Cav, they were just kind of like stuttering a bit behind.
FP want to be aggressive.
Yeah.
Are they gonna push well? Mob is gonna fall back. Oof.
Yeah, they caught MO. I think they might be able to catch them out here out of position. The archers are not even in a position. They're just
they're next to each other.
Yeah,
gonna be pushed.
Yep.
Flavberg taking a big hit here. There's the first kill for FP. Strand with a couch. Sigmar with a shot back though onto Epic Pizza.
Oh yeah.
As FP is gonna fall back now.
Yeah.
I would say it's in favor of Mob though. Like they still have both of their archers alive. Flav didn't die there.
Yeah,
Flag is in
absolutely.
favor of Mob, but of FP, sorry.
Yeah.
But
well, let's see the positioning of how these teams work. But as you
Mhm.
say again, these archers have been like crucial, like to some
yeah,
extent.
definitely.
Aside from like the scoreboard carries and stuff, players would normally do some good work on their own and actually play some vital roles. But let's see how this works. Ooh, Flav going once again on the flank. He's gonna definitely he's gonna set
Mob
himself
is
up top.
low on this fight, though. They're getting
He's gonna be
overwhelmed
late.
a bit. As FP is gonna get 2 quick kills after each other. Make that 3.
This is looking to the FP's favor.
Yeah. As Walya gets a kill back onto Sax here. He's looking for another
kill.
one, but it's Classy gonna be able to finish it off. As Sigmar dies as well. And it's all up to Flav.
Seems Riddimer figured out that he was trying to position themselves. That was a good call by FP. I think they knew that Flav was heading to balcony and flanking, so they were like, all right, let's just push in. But this time we're going to do it right from the previous round. And they did so. They just kind of like smashed in to MOB.
Yeah, just on time, because otherwise a 3-0 victory in the first set for Mob would be quite harsh settlement.
If I were FP right now, I feel like we should just be, they need to be a bit more aggressive with the Rodox. Their tank ability and their shields and stuff, especially when it comes to shutting down their archers, it's just going to be up to the MOV cav. But I feel like even then they wouldn't be able to pick much up. But we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, FP is going to gamble on Flag in Mob spawn, and they gambled correctly.
Yeah.
As it's going to be a close one though. But
they're all coming down middle though. They might be able to catch out their archers here. They're just gonna set up. Ooh, slow.
Nice sneaky kill.
Couch. Oh, that's gonna prove to be a bit of a disadvantage for FP. Look at them. They're kind of like huddled towards the wall, but I feel like if MLB kind of just like encircle them right now, they're gonna go for the push here.
Flav though, really aggressive. As again slow with the couch though. That's
MLB
double.
coming in, not getting much done.
Sigmar with a shot onto Strand.
Yep.
Oh, FP bringing it back though. 3 quick kills after each other, making it make that 5v4 at the moment as Pelly gets a kill. Raven now looking to fight. Ooh, nice shot from Sigmar.
Well played. Low currently shutting down their archer, and Flav kills him, but Classy brings it back. It's a 2v4 though. It could go either way.
Yeah, Raven's really low on health here. But horses are pumping.
Raven needs to get out of there.
Yeah, both really low on health as well though.
I feel like...
Oof, there's a shot from
Flav. The archers
and Sigmar.
Them.
Beautiful round from Sigmar, have to say.
I would say props to both the MOV archers. They've been just raining hell, absolute hell against like FP. They've always been a bane to them. Their positionings and stuff. It kind of forced FP to make the quick decisions to push them, such as like in the alley and stuff. They managed to do that when they saw one of their archers going to balcony, but yeah.
I think it's also a little bit of like communication from FP that's not going exactly the way they want to. Like slow getting those 2 couches, especially on the crossbowman. I don't know which crossbowman it was pushing Flav.
I believe it was Riddimer.
Yeah, like the fact that there were 2 like both Rodo Cav was right next to the guy couching. Like the fact that that's not being called out, I would say that's kind of a mistake there.
I noticed at one point where FP, the market flags, when they were when I saw that their infantry were like, all right, let's go in, let's push. But the Cav just kind of stood back for a little bit. They were just kind of out in the open, ready to get shot and couch from the back. And I believe that costed FP the round for not capitalizing too much on it. Their infantry were right on top of them, but the cavalry connection wasn't there. And the Expos, they're more focused on shooting the Cav. Now, that isn't necessarily wrong. Shooting down the Cav, especially with like the Serenade horse, that's going to be detrimental.
Yeah, definitely. as I think we're gonna go into the second set. As boom. Wait, can I get streamer again? Because you both gave it to me. Thank you.
I got warned up.
Timing. Oh god.
Oh my god. Yikes.
Alright, just there we go. Thank you.
Alright, I guess I'll just leave it to the referee. I don't have to do anything.
Yeah. We're live,
There we
so
go.
same setup for both teams as
Same compositions. Yeah. As I said, like the only wait, I might be wrong here. No, it looks like they're running similar compositions. They've got like a flexible roster. Otherwise, they'd be just. I feel like with Rodok 5 infantry.
Oh no, sorry. Mob switched out Flav though. It's now Livso playing archer, crossbowman. So
interesting.
That's really
like,
interesting.
Well, let's see if Livso can pick up the pace with his archer partner.
As we see Mob and FP now in a standoff at Mob's spawn.
FP want to try and take over the balcony area, but MOB are definitely do not want them to do that. Sigmar though, MOB archers are not in a fairly good position, but then again, neither archers are in a good crossfire here. It's kind of an iffy spot.
It's a real standoff.
Sigmar is looking to go middle though. He might try for a sneaky flank that would force FP to push. If FP sees this, they're gonna want to push. Like they're gonna have to. Like they're missing an archer.
Yeah, Mob is. Yeah, FP now noticed it as they're getting in. Big hit on the target.
Coming in now. Yeah, that was a good.
As Epic Pizza now gets stopped though, gets dismounted, and there comes in the kills. 2 kills for Mob, 1 for Strand for FP. As that's another one. That's a double for Wallia.
Making big
triple kill for Wallia here.
He is doing some massive work for the infantry right here.
As he's looking to go on a hunt for Ratamar. Oof, he gets a hit in from Strand.
They have to shut those archers down. They're still deadly.
As Wallia is now pushing 1, Strand is coming to help out Ratamar. As Wallia is still looking for this kill. As Juke comes in, oof, misses his stab though. Ooh. Oh, nice finish from Ratamar. As Sigmar finishes off Strand, and Vestus now also finished off. So Ratamar in 1v4.
He's out of arrows, but let's see if
Mob
he can
is also
some damage.
Smartly just going for the flag because only 10 seconds on the board.
Yep.
You cannot forget the objective as well, as Juke finishes it off.
They're taking the initiatives. They know how to capitalize things, but there's something about the fights that they're just falling apart in. I feel like they're just getting purely outplayed by MOB. Walja is doing some major work in this match.
Definitely, yeah. I think last set as well he got like 6 kills or something. I'm not entirely sure, but he got some good kills on there. And now with the triple, really leading the team to the victory in that infight. As FP are looking to do exactly the same, although they might.
Oh yeah,
push,
they're going in for the push.
They're gonna push on balcony. That's
I feel like this is the wrong initiative in a way.
It seems to be turning out good though. Although they are lucky that Mob didn't decide to pressure them. Really, I would say.
Yeah.
Because that would have been.
Because right now all their archers are in like the same position. MOB can basically set up and just have their infantry push in. Cav coming in back and just ham them. But now I feel like both teams have some decent setup. The FP archer fire rate though, they've been doing some good damage even though they were down to 3 in that last round. I saw they were kind of just keeping up some slight pressure. A bit of a standoff here. Will we see some archers going around?
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, Riddimer is going around. I don't know if MOB want to try and push it the same way that FP would normally do it.
Well, FP is going to start to push here.
Yeah, they're going to take the initiative. Yeah, this could prove to be a bit dangerous. FP Cav coming in.
Sexio just running through the infantry, but getting punished for it. As Vesti gets a nice headshot onto slow.
But MOB infantry, they're just pulling
just
it in.
Cleaning up the fight right now with a double kill for Tardet.
Yeah, the MOB infantry are just spot on right now. They're just outplaying the FP, but we can see. We'll see how this goes. They're still going.
Nice kill for Classy.
Taking down Target.
Loses shield though, as he's looking for a shield. He can't find it. Finds a cleaver.
3v5. Oh, Classy, yeah.
That's unfortunate there, as it's a
It's
2v4. Still possible though. Vesta and Strand full health.
It is a dismounted Cav. So much he can do with his current sword.
Yeah, but still possible.
Pushing the archer.
As it's now gonna be nasty.
Sigma taken down.
Oh, Mob are really low though, but
yeah,
gonna just
MOB
finish
just
it up.
cleaned this up. Man, it's just the MOB infantry are just purely outplaying.
Oh, I quickly have to change. Sorry, for the score. Forgot to switch it over, so it's 5-1 at the moment for MOB.
That's very impressive from MOB. Like, especially their infantries, they're just amazingly outplaying the FP infantry, even though FP has always been taking the initiative. The calls are good, but there's something about the infantry right now that isn't connecting. I feel like the cavalry support just kind of didn't get much done to help the infantry, because that's what they need right now.
Yeah.
But FP, another initiative. They do have Raven cut out here, but
yeah,
they left them. Now they're pushing the right side for the expos.
And they're so out of position. An unfortunate team kill there, as it's a quick 2-kill in favor of FP.
Man, this guy. It's just going absolutely
slow now, getting dismounted by Saxia. And while they've been taken down now, this looks to be an FP round here.
Yeah.
As it's a 6v3.
Yep.
Double kill for Classy, double kill for Momshilo. How do you pronounce his name?
Momsilo, I think.
Momshilo. I don't know. I'm butchering your name. I'm sorry.
It's alright.
But
I'm sure he'll forgive you. He's a nice lad. Well, that was a good initiative there by FP.
Definitely.
The initiative was there, and then MOV. Oh, that team kill though was rough, and then the early pickup kill. Yeah, that was exactly what FP needed to keep them in the game.
Especially since on Serenids they now have very easily getting improved armor with the money they saved from last round.
But the cleavers though, they're devastating. They're just like the armor piercers all round. Cleavers are just devastating weapons.
But we're seeing actually exactly the copy from last set where
MOB is pushing into tower. Oh, they're gonna catch Ridamar off, but no, he gets out. Ooh.
That was a close one.
Yeah.
As FP now gonna push tower from the other side. As
Hersley taking early damage.
Yeah, slow FP once again.
Their infantry are called out. MOBM.
Yeah, they're falling back slowly. Oh, there comes the Cav.
Slow.
But Pisa getting stuck though. As kills going for either side here.
Slow.
Actually, FP getting the kills here. Oh, unfortunate team kill though. This might be the decisive team kill, as it's a 5v6 at the moment. There is still one Cav in play, and the nice shot from Ridamar. As there comes Strand. The kill from Sigmar onto the Cav. Beautiful shot there.
Strand, he came in really early. I don't know why he came in so early. He should have waited until the call was given.
As well, they're now trying to do a 1v2. Ridamar still able to shoot, but he shoots on Classy. And that's Sigmar finishing it off. As Ridamar and Vesta are both just shooting free for now. Einar trying to put some pressure on them. That's another shot onto wall, and that seems to be FP taking the round here. Sigmar.
I feel like FP are now kind of warmed up now.
Looks like it. Looks like we actually got a match going. Oh, Sigmar with the kill though.
Clutchable in a way.
Clutch or kick. This is the actual score, Alice. It's 5-2 at the moment, and it's looking to be a 5-3 very soon, unless we see an incredible clutch in this last 30 seconds from Sigmar. He's trying to do his best here. Nice blocking, but it's too much. As FP will take it and make it 2-2 in the second set.
Either team's Cav, like it's been mainly just the infantry and the archers so far. I mean, it's kind of expected.
Yeah, I have to say Slow got a really good impact on the last round when they were playing on Serenet.
I must say, Slow kind of unfortunately got stuck on top of the carpet in the market area.
Yeah.
He
Also
had
an
to
unfortunate
dismount, so
team kill
that's
onto Epic
basically a
Pizza.
Yeah,
Because he
that
was
was
like after he was his man. I felt like he didn't his Kev charge also missed his effect there.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, FP. Oh,
Oof.
Sigmar once again.
I missed
Man,
it,
I'm
but
telling you. Yeah.
that was
Man, Sigmar's doing some major work as an archer right now.
yeah, he's on
just
6 kills right now. Wallia on 5.
Him, Walia, and I think Raven. I think everyone all around has been doing their own work, but so far the ones standing out to me are Walia and Sigmar. He's been
For
just
sure.
absolutely nailing the hits.
Slow
The
once again
archers,
being
yeah, the
sneaky, but
archers are
Retimar with
just
a
doing the
headshot
work.
onto him, evening it out.
And as I said, the archers are just doing the work here, and then when the infantry fight engage, it's just been primarily infantry outplaying the other team's infantry. But FP, once again, in another Mexican similar standoff.
The only problem for
MLB
FP right now
advantage.
is that their archers don't really have a crossfire, I would say. Both archers are in the middle, close to the tower stairs.
Yeah. One of them should at least move.
Yeah, they're starting to set up now. Oof, but don't
Sigmar.
move without your shield.
Yeah.
Because Sigmar's looking for it.
Yep.
As now the engagement is gonna start. Cav coming in though.
Not really getting much done, but the infantry are now like hammering
There's the
each
first
other.
kill, Raven. And Wallia, together with Tardet. Infantry cleaning up. FP's infantry. Oh, team kill though. That can be an unfortunate team kill. As Sigmar gets another one. Just headshotting everyone.
Time and time again, this man's just been like absolutely making the plays. Although some mistakes, but he always makes it up. So
yeah,
I really cannot.
He got some. I think he got 2 or 3 team kills already in this matchup, but he's making it up. Like 7 kills. That's just impressive.
This is already on its own shaping up to be an intriguing match. I have to say, like both teams' archers just non-stop back and forth trades against each other.
Definitely.
Looking at their plays, like Vesti, just his performance tells you everything. Ridamar making some good plays, but Sigmar I think has been just shining a little bit out there. That last round though, one of the Rodak Cav died, but his horse kind of just landed into all the bumps needed for the MOB infantry to connect all the hits. So that really just made up for it.
Yeah, just outstanding performance from both Wallia and Sigmar. Especially in that second set there. Really carried them to a 3-2 victory. But it seems like FP has warmed up a bit in that second set. We'll have to see like how they... because you mentioned that Mob was missing a bit of Cav. You were thinking?
Who's missing Cav?
Mob, I think you said. Like...
Well, it's hard to say because I only know 3 players on their roster right now that can play Cav. They might just put somebody in that could play Cav or somebody that's a flex player. I feel like on this, with the current setup right now, FP might be able to get the edge if their archers continue to perform as they did the last 2 sets. Then with the Vega archers, that's going to be detrimental. But Sigmar though, like he's been playing absolutely sick. Yeah. And now they're putting Flavor back in, so the archers, it's hard to tell, but I feel like I'm going to have to give it a bit to FP here because of their complete Cav roster right now, and they've got the archers to cover that, and the infantry. FP looking right now to have a complete roster.
Yeah, it's definitely shaping up to be an interesting match. It's 6-3 at the moment for anyone watching, so... in favor
the rounds
of Mob.
Have been very close, though, I would have to say.
Yeah, like sometimes they end up with 4 players still alive, but they're mostly really low on health. So.
Yeah, definitely.
Interesting to see what they're gonna bring on Castellum. It's gonna be Vegas Swadia. I would say. It's gonna be actually the same. Like if you see the plays of these archers, Flav probably gonna be playing on Vega's side of things for Mob.
In my opinion, I feel like even with the long Allpike advantage, the FP Cav roster is looking to a little bit, in my opinion, shine out a little bit over the MOB Cav. Though the archers have It's been mainly the MOB infantry that's been like shining with their archers, so I'm kind of curious to see how MOB will try and like handle against like Vager archers and they're against like complete cav roster in FP, and their infantries can have the survivability. So I'm gonna have to give it to FP here a little bit with this current like faction setup and the way I feel like they're gonna play it. FP, maybe they'll play it a little bit safe just because of the long gall pike advantage, and with their archers, they'll definitely want to try and play it a bit safe. MOB, if they're gonna want to like do something, they're gonna have to try and take some initiatives in some ways.
Yeah, although them playing defensively worked out on Valoran, I don't think they ever really been that aggressive as FP has been. Like FP was just going for it. Like they made the play. Except maybe the first 2 rounds FP was not playing too aggressively, but after that they really started to play more aggressive.
I feel like when I step into the FP shoes, it's kind of like, okay guys, we have 2 archers. They have the long gall pike advantage. Let's just try to avoid the cavi cavs. Wait until we start like armoring up. Maybe pick up a few all pikes here and there. Then we might be able to take our own initiatives. But so far, if they're gonna, that's the mindset that I feel like they're gonna go by. And if they play by that mindset, then they should be safe. It'll force. Hold on.
It's fine.
It'll force MOB to like finally take the initiative. MOB have so far been just playing consistently defensive. So if they go defensive, then MOB really needs to take the initiative here because those archers are just gonna rip into them completely.
Well, we're gonna be seeing how it's going for them. As Mop is taking the lead with 6-3 from the first map, and we're going into Castellum with Swadia versus Vegas, and MOB gonna be starting on Swadia.
As expected, standard compositions. Oh wait, no, yeah, it's just standard 4-2-2 comps.
Yep.
But as I said, like MOB, they need to take the initiative here. Like those archers are just gonna rip them apart. Like,
100%. Like you just don't want to have
Sigmar
like these archers on Figure.
Yeah, unless Sigmar and Flab can shut them both down, then that's gonna prove to be a problem for FP. You want to keep in mind like the way like people play and all these other factors. That's just kind of like how it's gonna come down to. But let's see the MOB count.
Yeah, as it seems to be FP taking the initiative, raising the flag a little bit, as they're going to be falling off now. Or actually, they're going to reposition against the wall because they don't want Flav to get this crossfire.
I don't think this is a good idea for FP. They have the archers in the position, and now the archers can't cover them. And all the cav are coming in now.
Oh, there's first kill for Sigmar.
Yep.
That's onto Vesta. So
bringing it back, but Flav taking one back.
This is a really messy fight right now.
Yeah,
as both Cav and Inf getting involved. Although FP seems to be backing off, as they have lost 3 players already.
This is not good. They should not have pushed. They have the archer crossfire. Like, as I said, these positions are crucial. And now Ridmar, though, he's kind of caught out. They're not going to be able to do much against them.
That's the Cav.
Oh, now they did. Yeah, he made the mistake of jumping off.
Yeah, you should stay on the stairs.
When you're swarmed by all that cav and they're all looking to kill you, you definitely want to stay put in that position. FP down to 4 players, up against 7. Definitely not a good start. I will have to say though, like FP kind of just they just went in. That was a bad idea in my opinion. They didn't have the long all pikes to be able to like pull it off, and their archers were just not in a position to assist them. And now FP just gonna get slowly picked off here.
Yep.
Maybe they might be able to get a kill.
There you go, it's gonna be Pally.
Yeah.
Now it's up to Classy and Strand to try and survive and take maybe some people with them.
Both of them are slightly a bit low, but it's as I said, like the position there, it was good for FP. Like they should have just gave the position. They shouldn't have like tried to contest it and let their archers just rip into them a bit. But their cav committed, like they just committed everything, and that ended up in favor of MOB.
Yeah, I think, like, I understand why they started pushing. Because it was Flav getting
sense.
like a really good position there for Crossfire.
If it was the vice versa faction, then definitely would have been the best choice. But other than right now, the way I see it, it probably wasn't a viable option.
Yeah,
both teams are probably going to run into each other now in market, though, looking at the way their ground units are moving.
Yeah, it's looks to be that. Although FP is a little bit falling back now, as they decide to not go for market.
That's a wise decision, because you shouldn't really be taking initiatives. Well, sometimes you would, but it all depends on the situations, as I said. Now it spawns at church. MOB, they're gonna have to take an initiative now. Like, they're just waiting for
they
MOB.
do have a nice position though, as
yeah,
Vesta has a nice crossfire and they're not aware of it. Can he get a shot off? He can.
Yep.
Nice kill onto wall. Yeah, that's an important kill as well.
This is a good crossfire.
Oof, he gets shot in the back though by Flav. Managed to survive.
Yeah. The expos for Sway are gonna definitely need to like do something here. But Slow, oh, he almost hit her, so he just whiffed it with the lance a bit. Interesting choice, bringing in the Great Lance, something you don't see every day in a warband match. Oh, he's gonna go for something. Nah, he isn't. But still, though, that was a good setup by FP.
Yeah,
nice
exactly
sneaky play. How they should play. They should be waiting for like MOB to walk in. Oh, now they're taking tables.
The only thing though, they gave Mob the flag though, so Mob is gonna be able to set themselves up however they want. Although Flav really in the open now, as he decides to try and find cover behind the tree. He's gonna get pushed by the infantry though.
Yeah, Flav at this point should either fall back.
Yeah, not be that aggressive. As it's gonna be Dave for the kill onto Raven. So that's another kill in favor of FP. As Flav is now gonna get pushed. Dave looking for another one. Started gonna get bumped down. Managed to survive though. As Dave with another. Slow with the kill onto Hursty though. As
FP looking to take one.
That's an unfortunate team kill though from Classy onto Dave. Making it a 3v5 at the moment. Make that 2v5 because Vesti is just shooting them all up as Epic Pizza gets another one.
And it's just Sigmar.
Oh, sorry, it's his first kill. I thought he had another one.
Yeah. MOB, they really need to take the initiative. It's like I said before, like these archers, FP should always just play around the archers on Vaegrs. And they're doing so, like, they got the early kill right off when MOB tried to, like, take the tables, but they failed to realize that Ridamar was in that little, like, spot somewhere in the middle where you just put an archer, and they just ran into, like, a massive crossfire that kind of just teared them apart a little bit, which kept the ball rolling later on.
Yeah. MOB gonna go for tower again?
FP are betting on the middle area. I mean, MOB are in a position where, alright,
they do have the flag, so that's in their favor.
Curious to see how they're gonna do this crossfire. Vesti, he wants to try and go all the way to the left. I think he's gonna go all the way around. Oh no, he's just gonna set up here, so not big of a crossfire. But if he were to wrap around to the what's
he's
going
gonna
on?
go through market? Or is it gonna be Retamar? It's gonna be Retamar. It's gonna be a nice flank though if it works out. But I think Pally might have spotted him.
Not an ideal flank in my opinion. He might get spotted here.
Yeah, definitely got spotted by
Pally.
Pally.
Sees him.
As
MOB, like, something's going on.
Not really. They're sticking close to it, but
FP now gonna just playing super defensive, but Ridamar is so out of position. If he got shot though. Right now,
where did he got shot from?
I believe he was shot by a crossbow cav.
Possibly.
From Oven, I think. I could be wrong. But MOB are now on the flag.
I think you would be right. Don't see anyone else playing
are on the flag though. But where's the FP infantry? They're flanking around. They caught out Flav though. Oh no.
No, it's gonna be up to the cav to get some.
Not a good idea.
kills. So Epic Pizza
MLB.
looking to get a hit. He got a nice hit on the target,
Pele,
but it's
nice
Mop with the
couch
kills
target.
though. It's 2 quick kills going in favor of Mop. And an unfortunate team kill there from Retamar as he makes immediately up for it with a kill onto Pally. But Target with another kill, being low on health.
Yeah.
It's gonna be 2 for him. As Mop seem to have
down
control
for
over
FP.
the map right now.
But the fights are everywhere though. They do the older they still have the archers to do the damage, but Ridamar, oh, he almost got shot by Flav. They have the archers and the Cavs. Can they do something here?
They only have 20 seconds left though on clock, so it's gonna
Yeah.
be difficult.
I feel like they're just gonna save it here. I think it would be a viable option to just save. They might try for the archers might try to
Yeah,
do
just
some
get some
damage here,
kills if possible. But oh, Flav
sneaking up to Ridamar.
Ooh. Looking for it.
Time and time again, Ridamar has just been exposing himself. Just
Looking
these
for
near
it.
Oh shit.
Oof.
Ooh.
Flav, literally 1
Damn.
HP. Make that 0.
Oh, Ridamar.
Like how much HP does Flav have
This guy's
right now?
been just playing risky like whole time. There's been some moments where he almost could have gotten killed.
Yeah. As just trying to do some quick mats, but like
Two of the
FP really
FP
need
Cavs,
to
though,
get some rounds on
armored
the
up.
board.
Oh yeah,
It's,
but the FP.
If
FP
Mob closes
Cavs,
out
though.
this set, it's gonna be over.
Yeah. This is already in on its own shaping up to be a very intriguing match. MLB just outplayed them that last round, even though FP took the initiative. I feel like the Archers just kind of made some poor decisions in positioning themselves.
I would say
the
setup wise
flag.
it was strange, as they're now gonna try to push from tower, but from Swadia's spawn. So interesting, although they're gonna
MLB.
get it. And ooh, Strand with a nice horse
They
there.
do have the flag. They should be able to pressure FP into doing something, but FP gonna take the tower.
There you have it. Strand on
One's
a
gonna
nice
be in the
charger
river,
here.
another's gonna be at the top.
He also got himself a
a-
long Alpike, so Strand
Ooh,
looking
Flav,
good.
Flav is actually exposed down here. If the FP infantry just pushed him right then and there and called the Cavs, he probably, yep, they're gonna do it.
Ooh,
They
nice
see
shot
him,
onto
but
slow.
The Cavs, though, they're
Ooh,
not
Dave
coming in.
though
Oh,
getting
Dave
caught off.
out.
Nope, managed to
Yep.
stay alive.
Esty taking down slow, but Raven bringing it back on to Ridamar. That's gonna be...
That's a good kill, and there's
Ooh,
Chook with a nice
Chook.
kill onto Moxie. Ooh,
Oh,
unfortunate
this is
team kill
just
once
bad
again.
for FP. They really need to like outplay them right now. Vesti though brings it back by 1.
Yeah,
could
it's
still
5v6 at the moment, so it's still possible.
Strand looking to try and go for Flav, but he really can't in that position.
But
Pizza though, that was a critical kill.
that's a
right
nice
there
kill
for him.
onto Raven, evening it out in a 5v5,
Yep.
and now the fight's gonna happen on the flag.
FP
FP
are
do
all
have the
over
Cav
that
though,
place.
with Strand on a nice charger here, trying to do some work. He
Target.
gets the kill
Oh.
onto Target. Well, yeah,
Only so
on his
much he
own
can
on the
do.
flag here. Pelly getting dismounted, and Wally now getting bumped all over the place. He's getting killed by Epic Pizza, and it's only up to the 2 crossbowmen from Mob to save this round, as this is looking to be an FP victory, as Epic Pizza gets another one. That's his double onto Sigmar,
Last one.
and it's gonna be Epic
Jeez.
Pizza with the triple to finish off the
Pizza.
round.
Massive work that round.
Yeah, really, I have to say that was the calf work from FP really paying off
Yep.
there.
They're stepping up now, and looking at Strand right now, armored up. He's got an extra all pike. The FP Cav are really stepping it up right now.
Well, it is going to be the decisive round now for FP though,
Oh,
because if they
Veste as well, doing some good work as archery as well.
Mhm.
Ridamar though, he's been making the good shots, but the positioning was questionable. He's always been mainly
Yeah.
the person that gets caught out. He's almost had these near death moments where Sigmar would just peek him consistently from around a corner and probably would have killed him if he didn't like.
I'm not 100%
good
sure, but I do think he got some kills. Right now he's on 0 kills, but I think that's because he got 1 or 2 team kills.
even then, I feel like the Archer like fire rate, as long as you're landing the shots, you're doing some input work, but not much, but still something, better than nothing, right?
Yeah.
Then again, the team kills are just ouch. They're like
There's a lot of them.
now it's this time it's FP that are just gonna set out a flag. MLB, they need to take the initiative here. This is just like the crossfire. Where's Veste? I'm pretty sure he wrapped around to the left. Oh
Yeah, he's on
yes,
the
he
left.
did.
He got a
Yeah,
nice
it's
crossfire going
exactly
on.
as I said. This
Putting
is
some
just
pressure onto Flav.
chaos.
Although he's
Yep.
gonna get pressured by Cav
They're gonna
soon.
try.
No, actually,
But
Cav is gonna
Veste's-
swing around to the infantry on the right here, together with the infantry, as first kill is gonna be in favor of FP. Make that 3 kills, 4 or 5 kills. FP just
FP.
cleaning up right now, as they know it's the last chance for them to stay in this match. And they're just gonna do that. A double from Mom and a double from Veste. And it's only Sigmar left alive in a 1v7. It's going to be epic bits
really
in the
good
final
from
one.
FP. Position-wise, execution, the kills just came in within mere seconds.
That
like,
was, yeah.
Within a span of 2 seconds, 5 kills rapidly just coming in for everyone, doing equal work. But I have to say though, like Vesti has been like other than inputting the work, he's been positioning himself to the point where it pressures MOB to do something, and it forces them to make hasty decisions, something that they're not comfortable with, such as taking the initiative.
Yeah, 100% agree on that. But
MOB, like the faction Swadia, they have to take the initiative. It's just the way it is with these factions. FP, they can just sit comfortably knowing that like their archers are in these positions, their infantry can just hammer them down with cavalry. Like it's just all of that.
the big question is though, is MOB going to be able to take at least 1 round and secure a draw, or is FP going to be able to take the whole match?
Well, now let's look at the composition for FP is still looking out to be really good. They've got the archers, the fire rate not good, but as long as they're hitting the shots, then that's all that matters. Now the cav, that's going to be dangerous. All pike cav against lances, and like with the vests, that's going to be like problem for MOB cav. And it's like I said, the FP cav, they have the slight edge over the MOB cav. Like personally, to me, the FP cav just shine out. And now with the long all pikes, I feel like they're just gonna hit their stride in this final set. So it all comes down to like the archers for Vagers, because the infantry really aren't gonna get much done here unless like they fight in a really close area. But other than that, considering this is an open map and MOB's strength is more in favor of their archer and infantry, it's just going to come down to the archers that are going to do the work. FP, though, they have the advantage in all their class departments, but mainly shining out in the cavalry department.
Yeah, but I'm really looking forward to see what Sigmar and Flav got to bring to the table here on Vegas archers.
Yep, this duel has just been shining out, like, along with Veste on FP's side, but let's see how this works.
As we're gonna see standard lineup from both teams, no surprises here.
Yep.
As MOB only needs 1 round to secure a draw and 2 rounds to secure the victory.
I'm gonna have to go with the MOB hype right now. My mind keeps ringing FP, but my heart says MOB right here, right now.
I have to say, I'm really glad that the match turned out to be like it is.
This is just in on its own already. Like,
yeah.
Gotta be one of the most interesting Division B matches.
Like, I kind of expected it, but you never know how it goes, because the first set looked to be a swipe from MOB.
Well, it's
FP
like we
back.
said originally, right? It can go either way. It's a very hard to decide. And look where it is right now. It's like just in on its own already a miracle story. Like, yikes.
Just looking, where is Ratamar pushing from? Oh, he's down there. All right.
Yeah.
That's a nice position.
But MOB though have the giant crowd. Oh, FP gonna push Flav at the cubby here. Yeah, they're coming in hard for Flav. He needs to leave.
Yeah, MOB is
infantry,
putting his infantry now. Actually, interesting.
They should get on the flag, though, at least to pressure, because if they're wasting their time trying to kill Flav, then it forces the... Yep, they're going to do that. They're going to go on the flag. Flav's still trying to stay in this position, though, but FP Cav looking to try and do something here.
Quick side note, Sigmar is playing infantry right now, and Lola is playing archer.
Oh, really? Oh, that changes everything, actually. That's interesting decision by MOB, but let's see how this plays out. Because
so that also means Walya not playing infantry, since he was doing a pretty good job. But as for now, MOB just holding the flag. 40 seconds left on the clock.
Questionable decision here to switch their players around, especially when it's the last set and it's come down to such a close-up game.
We'll have to see if it works out.
The flag's in favor of MOB, though. They just gotta survive 30 seconds.
Festy with the first kill. But MOB holding a good stand here at the flag. Dave getting pushed. Heino with the kill, though. As Hursty really low on kills. Kills going either way right now, but MOB having full control over the flag with only 15 seconds. Nice shot from Ratamar with the double, though. It's all gonna be down to the flag. Hursty with a kill onto Einar. It's only Sigmar, 3 seconds. Can he do it?
Oh my god, he actually can.
He actually can.
He
will. He will.
Oh
that's gonna be at least a draw for MOB. But what a play!
That was a close one, actually.
That was too close for comfort.
Yep.
But I have to say it, like, Sigmar, you just survived hell.
You gotta give credit to the horse, the hunter horse that helped him keep the cav off of him.
Props to the horse.
Look at the. Did you not see the horse right there?
Yeah, I saw it.
Against the fence. That's just like a perfect cover for infantry.
It is. It was a perfect cover for Ratamar because he was popping off. With 2 kills already.
That flag, like the fence flag out in the open, has always been like one of the most prominent clutch flag moments, just because of like the position of the flag. And if you have like horses just riding all over the place, you just use it as a barrier. Like, that's just got to be one of the things. It's just a side warband trivia, in my opinion.
Well,
nothing that people would.
Momshilo already getting lit up, only down to like 30 HP or something.
FP, they're looking to see how they want to push this, but the MOB archers are like in a bit of a mega crossfire. Yeah, Lola's all the way to the right of FP.
Oof.
FP infantry. This
nice shot onto Einar there.
To be a really bad thing. Yeah, they do not want to push this. Yep, they're gonna flank around to the left. They're gonna want to shut down this crossfire.
Ratamar staying in his position, though.
Flavberg will see this, though. Oh, Hursty should have shielded up as soon as he saw him.
Yeah, he's now gonna fall back, but just look at the flag. It's over halfway, although Sigmar seems to
have to push this.
Start falling off now. So now it's gonna come down to the cavalry. Skills going either way right now. Strand getting... there comes in the cav, but they don't get a kill from it, though. Einar and Sigmar managed to stay alive. Epic Pizza stays alive as well, though. Raven with the kill into Classy. There comes the cav again. Strand getting the horse. Dave getting killed. That's a double for Flav. Strand with a kill into Sigmar, but it's a 6v3 at the moment. Maybe that's 6v2. Hursty together with Vesta trying to hold the stand. He loses shield and his life to Raven. And it's all up to...
It's like I said, though. The way the MOB positioned themselves was just like... It forced FP to make a decision, and they did it, but it was kind of like the cav couldn't really crash onto the... They should have crashed on the Flav at that position, because they just let him get away, and now he's just free shooting, and he just did massive work there. That was just... FP cav, they need to be very coordinate with the infantry. It's like, if Hersity's on the ground, then he should be able to determine their positionings and stuff, and the cav should as well. Like the cav, I'm not seeing many initiatives being taken by the cav.
I think
it's just sort of like a defensive
way. The problem there for FP was like their cav charge on the infantry didn't do anything.
I feel like what they should have done the last round was as soon as Hersity and his infantry and who was his other infantry, Momsilo, they should have
yeah.
like called the cabs in to crash onto Flavberg then, so that way they can at least shut down that crossfire. So that way Lola would be the only archer shooting, and Flav just inputting the work. Like he's been just doing it along with Sigmar, like both of them, just major work.
Seems like FP actually want to try and hold tower here. As Mob is actually gonna fall off and not attack tower. Ooh, Flav getting shot though by Vesta. Already down to half HP.
FP gonna go to the flag immediately. MLB gonna enroach as well onto the flag.
FP have a nice position for the crossbowman.
Getting shot. I feel like Flav should have stayed in that spot because now he's a bit far away and his position is a little bit more exposed. But then again, I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Either way, in my opinion,
oh, Dave is on his way though. Flav only on 5 HP. There comes in Dave.
Fight's gonna
nice
happen.
5 though.
Archers though. Lola
has 2 quick kills for FP.
Yeah.
Raven also getting killed off by Classy. Juke now with a double, trying to evening it out. Ooh, FP with another team kill. Epic Pizza though. Gets another one.
Getting a kill.
That's his 4th already this set. As Flav is gonna get one onto Epic Pizza. This is just a 4v3 in favor of Mob right now. Seem to be
Flag is pretty even. Oh, the team hit from Flag, but he makes it up. Doesn't matter.
He just gets the double.
These MLB archers though, just as I said, like they've timed once, every single time. In all these rounds, they've been just doing something, and that something's just like proved to be like detrimental.
And who's gonna get the finish? It's Pally onto Flav, and it's only
MLB's got this.
Left alive.
GG's. Well played.
Gets a kill though onto Flav. Nice headshot.
That's gonna leave
3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, and that's game. But Lola with the final kill. GG, well played.
This match is something, am I right? Like, come on.
It's been a pleasure, like, to watch this match. As I might quickly try and get Walia to give a quick like interview.
Yeah.
Let's see if he's up for it.
Oh, see if Tardit can join as well. But I have to say, like, both teams' archers doing stellar work. FP Cav, like, just well played on the open map, though a little bit missing the coordination there. But, like, it's the MOB archers, as I said, that just keep shining over and over again. Like, I just see them doing the work. Both maps, just absolutely stellar work.
Definitely. Like, that was just some really great play from I have to say Sigmar and Flav for Mob doing a great job.
Yeah, definitely. Their strengths are their archers.
Seems like it's gonna be Tardit. Let me quickly get the link.
Oh yeah, bring him in.
For TeamSpeak. Boom. Boom. Alright, let's see if we can get them in. So yeah, that's I'm really glad that the match turned out how it did, because this was what I wanted to cast. a really close match that actually just came down to Sigmar surviving on the flag.
Inside, to me, I was feeling more FP, but my heart was with MOB, and I was just happy to see like both teams just having these moments, but mainly it was just MOB.
Hello there.
Hello.
Welcome, welcome. Congratulations on the victory.
I gotta say, that was a absolute sick match to watch and commentate. Like, holy man, like my heart though, like oof.
Trust me, it was one to play as well. Like,
oh yeah.
Oh, I can safely say tensions were high during the match, even like on our own team. You know, like between some players. Yeah. Well, I mean, not in terms of like people getting angry at each other, but like everyone really wanted to win, you know. So.
Yeah, I was gonna say like if you said that, I was like, I was thinking maybe that'd be a bit more FP based, but you know, I'd be surprised if MOB kind of had some slight tension, but yeah, you know, the win.
Well, it would have been impressive if we were able to win 11-6 over them with like having personal issues with each other. So no, that's luckily not the case.
Well, I have to say though, like. Damn, that match was something in on its own. Like, absolutely well played to both of you, and to your fellow teammates that all participated.
Yeah, thank you.
I have to unfortunately give a little bit of spotlight to your archers though. They were just doing stellar work, like clutch moments back and forth, as well as the FP archers. Like,
yeah, especially Red tomorrow.
See, all the non-archer players on our team would tell you that it was a team effort.
Yeah,
but
true.
Hey, you know, like we can give the archers some credit here.
Yeah, true. But still,
Sigma on the close map, Sigma was really popping off, like for like pop sets, and I think
he was
on
popping off on both maps.
Both maps, but I think like on the second set, like we had we have that kind of setup where we switch people a lot around. Like, for example, Sigmar can play infantry and archer. He played mostly archer.
Saw that. That was an interesting decision, but I can see why you would do that. As you said, you want to like get everyone to play, you know, rotate players around and stuff. Yeah, it was like that.
Yeah, we don't have a much bigger roster than other teams. The difference is that we have 13 people all active and all coming to matches. So that means that in terms of decision of who gets to play what, it's a lot of thinking of trying to balance people's skill and people's playtime and trying to find a compromise behind everything. So it's not easy. Walter could tell you that it's like we talk a lot about it. But at the end of the day, I'm really happy about because like everyone played at least one set today, and in the set they did really well. Like we had Scarlett, one of our Turkish infantry, who played amazing on. I'm not amazing, but like she doesn't have much experience in the competitive scene, and she, honestly, like for the little playtime she has, she did really well. And then Lola was a bit more experienced, but doesn't play as much as some of our girls in the team. She also did very well in our set. So yeah, we had all girls kicking today as well.
and I just really want to like give a shout out to everyone on the team, not just for the fact that we make it work with so many people playing actively at the same time, and everyone's still getting, at least most players getting a reasonably even amount of playtime, but also the fact that we actually have a lot of people who are like dual classing during this tournament, like a lot of people who have to dedicate themselves to playing 2 classes and try to stay consistent throughout those different classes in order to be able to beat teams like FP.
Yeah, I think Sigmar was the perfect example from that. Like really popping off as a crossbowman on the first map on Verloren, and then also just clutching the round on his own by staying alive on the flag in the last set as an infantry. So
yeah, I actually think like the way it felt, it was like a lot closer even than like the score at the end.
I don't think the score represents how good the match was.
Anybody watching the stream would know that for sure. Like
because like it, even to us it felt like we could, like we had a pretty good score after the first map, but you know, like 2 maps, like completely different stories a lot of the time in warbands. Like you'll often see teams be like either really good on open and then bad on closed, or the other way around. That's like something you see a lot, and I think just generally speaking in Division B, I would say any team is capable of beating any other team in Division B, which makes it a really interesting division in my opinion. I mean, you can see it here, just like close tense matches, and I mean, I really like it. So.
Well, I just earlier saw today that FP was going to be playing MOP, and I was like, oof, I want to stream this match. And happened to turn out to be a really exciting one.
Yeah, and I mean, I always like, it might seem a bit cheesy, but honestly, I don't care. Like I always say, it takes two teams to make a good match.
Definitely.
And you gotta give credit to FP for that. I know they might be disappointed because honestly, like they are a strong team and they could have beaten us. Today it was our day. Maybe another day it will be their day. We don't really know because, as Raven said, every team in Division B are really close to each other. But yeah, props to them. They have a sick roster. They have. I saw their match against. I don't know who they were playing first week, but they were like amazing.
It
like,
was Senate.
Senate. Like they had this really close draw and stuff. Like they can really like make a good run in Division B. So you gotta keep an eye out of them or on them. Sorry.
Definitely. As Division B indeed looks very interesting. Quickly gonna see. I think there was one other match going on today, but I think that was Division C.
Yeah, today is Division C.
So yeah, just a question about like how did you guys felt during the match? Like when you started pretty convincingly on Verloren with 2 rounds, and then FP played a really aggressive play onto the well. Like how was it in your team after you got those first wins and like started to go?
I would even say like, I mean, just generally speaking, what you'll notice in teams, like when it's good, it's good. When it's bad, it's bad. It sounds obvious, but it's very difficult to stay calm in those situations where you're doing good and then suddenly you're doing bad, and everyone's like, "Hey, why are we doing bad all of a sudden now?" So it's always like a kind of like a mental issue to deal with. But I think we ended up getting out of it really well. And bounce back. Well, but at the moment that it happens, I would say it's definitely something you have to figure out as a team, because everyone needs to be committed to staying on the same page and not being like, oh well, these 1 or 2 rounds didn't work out, so all right, well screw it, let's just like not care or something, you know. So
well, I mean, you guys got into the match. I'm sure that kind of just was a way. And I'm actually curious, you guys played like really defensive. Is that the reason why you didn't really take too many initiatives? Because I've noticed, like, for the most part, it's just been more defensive play, and FP kind of trying for the initiatives and such, but they fail to capitalize on it and such.
So sorry, so what's your question with that?
Like
whether that's intended or like...
Yeah.
Right. Well, I mean, I would say it's not really necessarily like intended. Like, generally speaking, we will try to, in terms of strategy and playing, you want to adapt to other teams, of course, but the thing that turns out in practice a lot of the time is that in preparing for matches and you want to play everyone as well, you don't really get the same team to play together all the time. And what I'm trying to say with that is that when you don't have the same 8 players playing every single match all the time, it's very difficult to implement the use of more aggressive strategies, I would say. So that's kind of like an issue, in my opinion, which we deal with within the team right now, or like in general. So we try to fall back on, or we tend to fall back on more defensive standard type of strategies, which everyone's used to, you know, and you can't really do much wrong with them in terms of like positioning or team play, because everyone's been in that situation before. You kind of know what to do. Whereas when you play aggressive, your timings need to be on point. Everyone needs to be perfectly coordinated with each other. And I mean, this was just kind of like a way for us to make it a little bit easier on ourselves, you know.
I think that worked out for you guys at the end of the day, because FP kind of just couldn't capitalize on those.
Well, that's what cost us at the end of the second match, the first set. We could have closed it in the lead, and I took the decision to call a push, and honestly, it was a bad push because like we couldn't really get the cap support and stuff. And that's cool to know that even if like we because we have this kind of thing. Walja is leading, but Sigma, Raven is normally in the lead. Not it was the only match he's not like full time leading, but normally he's all like leader for commander for the matches. But like it's good, like we have people calling stuff, and sometimes it doesn't work out, and you know that you can rely on some of our people to do the job in the next set, and that they won't crumble under the pressure. And that's really like as someone who can call and someone who is also playing, that's a really good thing. Like it fills you with confidence to trust your player at that level. Like you're okay, I fucked up, but they will catch up, they will make up for it, and they did. Tonight they did.
Yeah, I have to say, like that was some really good work done by all of you guys all around.
I think the round you were talking about was the round where FP got like 5 kills in a matter of seconds.
Yeah.
Which was
that one.
Yeah, just devastating, and that seemed to be like the trigger to get like FP back into the game, and might have gotten to you guys. But
if it wasn't for Sigma, it could have been the case. But luckily, like we had our clutch boy, so yeah.
Sigma the clutch boy.
Your archers, both of them are clutch. So
yeah,
they've had their moments and stuff. The infantry though on the close map, they were just like outshining the FP infantry. Like even though FP took the initiatives, they kind of like flunked a bit. I don't know if he was either getting outplayed or just by
I actually think like if there's one thing we got going for us in our infantry squad, and I feel like I can say this as I'm part of the infantry squad most of the time, it's like we're really survivable, you know. It's like okay, like sure there will be rounds where you'll just get completely crushed and everything falls apart, but generally speaking, like the imps that we have, like you said, we play defensive, but that's also kind of like our strength, and I see infantry kind of like as the backbone of the team, you know, like all the other classes play around that. Like the fact that the infantry doesn't crumble under pressure means that the Cavs and archers have the time to shine and get the kills. Not that infantries can't do that, but you know, survivability I would say is key in order for the rest of the team to be able to contribute to success as well.
I think a great example of that was I think it was last set and the second set, so where you guys actually got the victory, where FP was just pushing you with all their cav, but it was you it was Sigmar and Einar just staying alive at the middle flag it was, and like twice cav charged in and they just didn't do almost any hits, and it was just like that basically won you the round, because indeed like cav and archers could just clean it up. And yeah,
like I'm just gonna say this now. I've played with a lot of different infantries throughout the years that I've played this game, but like I just want to give a special shout out to Einar, because on open maps, if there's one person you can rely on to like just be consistent is in his anti-cav, like no matter how many cavs you throw at him, I would say it's probably him. Like I'm really impressed by his anti-cav.
And honestly,
prowess.
like yeah, he's a very like modest person. Like not many people might know him. Like he played for a lot for Team Sweden, or not a lot, but he played last year for Team Sweden. That's how I got to know him. And like he has a strong capacities. Like he has really like a lot of stuff to show for. But he's like quiet and modest type, and that makes him like really super nice to have as a team, because he doesn't complain at all. He's always like trying to find positive, and he know how to like train himself, put like hours in the game, and just make sure he's on point every single match. So yeah, he's perfect teammate pretty much. So
sounds like the MLB spiritual animal right then and there. Like
yeah.
Well, I think we're gonna end the stream here. Thank you guys for joining for this quick interview, and congrats on your victory. And a big thanks to FP also for making this such an exciting match to watch. As for anyone who didn't watch it, make sure to go and rewatch it, because it's worth it.
It's still well played to like both teams. Stellar performance from both of you guys. Everyone all around, well played.
Yeah.
Thank you. And thanks for the stream. Like as I always say, like super glad to have people like taking time to cover matches.
It's been a pleasure. Thanks, Cow, for joining me today.
No problem. Anytime.
First time joining on the stream, so.
Yeah, it was an absolute pleasure. First time, first great match. It's a good start.
Let's keep this going.
Yeah, looking forward to more matches.
All right, that's gonna be it. Thanks for watching, everyone, and have a good evening. Bye bye.